Hey everybody, I just got to piss real quick. I'll be right back. Fuck it. We're back on Twitch.tv. Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie Tanner, host of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power within. Namaste, everybody. What a little exercise, little fun little thing that was, huh? Guys, first of all, let's acknowledge one thing right off the top. Weird. It was... It was weird. It felt weird. But honestly, in that it was weird, it felt so invigorating to me. Namaste. So invigorating to me. To be pepper and cheese. Sorry we fucked that up for you, Leslie. Brother, you didn't fuck. Nobody fucked anything up. Nobody. I can't tell you. Listen, to be honest, I do this show here a couple nights a week. I never leave the studio. I'm here on Twitch. I have so much fun unlocking and unleashing the power within with you all that come every weekend. But one thing that I miss from the sort of touring seminar, I do these dates in different places in the country, and I miss very dearly somebody walking in, having no idea what they're looking at, and saying, "This sucks, pussy." Oh my God, it gave me a boner. It literally I became engorged to see someone in the chat say, "This is the worst stream I've ever fucking seen in my life," and then continue to not leave. Oh yeah, okay, it doesn't suck that bad, idiot. Doesn't suck that bad, idiot. I guess old Leslie won. I guess the program works, as they say, because you didn't leave. You could have closed the tab. They make it very easy to do that. Blessings to you. He doesn't expect much from us. It's okay. Blessings. No. There's no... Guys, we did it. We did a tremendous job over there. We did an absolutely tremendous job over there. Now, guys, would it have been great if throngs of people come in and just say like, wow, this is it. This is perfect. This is great. This is what I wanted. But just barely worse than that is someone who walks in and says, what is this? This sucks. This is pissing me off. I'm getting irritated by this. Who are you? Fuck you. I can't tell you. Guys, it's worth its weight in gold. We made an emotional impression on very many individuals. Namaste. Now, Ellie Benelli brings up an interesting point. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. And as well-meaning as that is, Ellie Benelli, as well-meaning as that is, I must disagree. If we are to forge ahead, ladies and gentlemen, the road forward is to give up hope. If there is no hope to be had, then you can merely bask in the negativity coming at you at any moment in time, even while you give them the tools that will transform their lives. Namaste. Now, we do have somebody on hold already. Let's just open up the line. Let's not play games. For context, Leslie regularly has 12 people at most on YouTube after months. His first time on Instagram, he averaged 45 viewers. Twitch streamers spent years to get 45 viewers. Namaste. Larry Picklejar bringing that into a very stark relief, very stark contrast. Very stark contrast. We are way ahead of the curve as it is. We are among the very small percentage of successful streams on Twitch.tv, and the light's only going to grow from here. And the fact that they were upset. Are we okay on the sync, by the way? This was absolutely an unbridled success. An unmitigated, unbridled success. Namaste. We're doing good on sync? Okay. That was another thing that we'll give it another go. We're not going to take a normal stream night and go over to Instagram, though. That was an experiment, and I appreciate you coming along. Thank you so much, Doofus. Namaste. Yeah, I think, well, next time I'm gonna go on an off night up on Instagram and shout at everybody, because you're taking a night away from this. I really appreciate you all coming with me. It meant a lot. It meant a lot to see so many familiar names in that chat, to know that the program itself has such support, to see a true testimonial of the effect that it has on you all through your presence tonight. It will not go misremembered. Feels like carnal. I genuinely do miss being told to fuck off. I remember one of the first shows. 4 people, no one in the audience except 3. It was a Hispanic bar. 3 guys. I couldn't tell if they spoke English because they didn't speak any English while I was there. 3 guys watching soccer at the bar. Well, I guess one of them literally did tell me to fuck off. And then that was it. 10 minutes, up, out, 4 of us, not welcome. And it wasn't, of course I was in top form. I was amazing. But the other 3, not so much. Not so much. All right, guys, we already got a caller on the line. Fram with a communal vision. Fram, namaste, brother. I can't wait to read this perspective. Or have it dictated to me and then repeat it. Fuck off, says Fram. Namaste. Thanks so much, Fram. Caller, thank you so much for waiting on hold so patiently, caller. I really appreciate that. Is Leslie. Caller, you there?
Fram. This is moderator, by the way.
Caller, you there?
What?
Caller, are you there?
Oh, hi. Hello?
Hello. We got another communal vision already from Larry Picklejar saying, caller, this is the year 1997. Please turn down your radio.
Hold on. I'll get it right.
Caller, are you there? How you doing? Thanks so much for waiting so patiently on hold tonight.
I'm here. I'm here.
It's wonderful to have you. Well, caller, what's something I could call you tonight? You sound familiar, but introduce yourself to the chat.
Well, I'm sorry. I was on cue. I missed that you went live with us. Miss Bradley.
Bradley! It's Bradley,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
Bradley.
sorry, man.
Guys, namaste. Bradley, it's great to have you back on. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I saw you in the YouTube chat. I appreciate you hanging out in there.
Yeah. I was sitting here talking to my wife and was, trying to encourage her to come online with me and let's talk the program, and there's a lot of confusion going on and a lot of crazy stuff. Let's help Leslie out. And she's like, okay. So we're sitting here talking, and all of a sudden I came online. So nobody told me I was live. I'm sorry.
I know. I was trying to wag you down, but I figured the delay would eventually catch up, and you'd hear yourself.
It did.
And
Yep.
But it's all good. Bradley, we missed you this week. We had a couple of themes tonight that I thought were right up your alley.
I know. I'm sorry, man. We talked, and you told me when you were going to be on, but you were sick. So,
I was. That first night I was sick. I was. Unfortunately.
Well, hope you're feeling better, brother.
Thank you so much, Bradley. Well, I just want you to know not only am I saying that to scold you publicly in front of everyone, but I am also saying that to let you know, like, your perspective was missing on that night. On what would you do if you were God? We needed someone like you to chime in, and there was just a bunch of like godless,
Really? Oh,
idiots.
Well, yeah. Okay, I apologize. I'll make it up to you though,
brother.
Do it again.
It'll return. It'll return. We'll have another one just like that one. Don't worry about that. So Bradley, tell me. How you doing? How you doing tonight? And how's that wife of yours also doing?
She's good. We both figured out at the same time that, oh my God, we're live. So she left the room. I think she's listening.
She get nervous?
No, it was just the feedback, and we're on phone, so it was kind of feeding back. So she left.
Mm-hmm.
So she's listening, and I just, whatever, man. I mean, you tried a little experiment tonight, and it was educational, wasn't it?
It was a massive success, Bradley. I know you're reticent to use that word, but it was a very clear success to me.
Well, very good.
Yeah,
very
it was.
Good.
It's to feel. Now, I know I say this a lot here. Part of the basic foundation of this program is self and other, right? The basis by which reality is derived, self and other. From the state, when you're an infant and you look into the eyes of a benevolent caretaker like a mother or father, then you develop a self, you develop everything. So anyway, my point being, it's difficult to get that feeling of the other here on Twitch. Of course, we all have a lot of fun here, but to go into a room, like I said a second ago, to go in a room like Instagram.com and have someone say, "This sucks, fuck you," or something like this, it would truly exhilarate.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
And they'll come back around. Give it a couple weeks. They're gonna be up front and center at Explorations.
Well, good. And we'll be there for you, man.
Brother. That means a lot to me, brother.
We're already there, man. That's their problem. If people don't get it right away, but if they get it eventually, then you've done what you're supposed to do, and the program works. And if people don't understand that, then it's because they haven't gone through it. They haven't experienced it. Exactly. It's something new. So, yeah, never be afraid, man.
No. There's nothing, nothing on that scale could possibly, it's, as I'm sure you can relate to, you once you experience enough, it's hard to even imagine being afraid of small, paltry things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you've seen,
yes, I do.
Looked into the abyss.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of other people listening that kind of get what's going on. Right?
Right.
And then you're introducing new people to a new concept, and sometimes it takes them a little while to figure it out, and that's okay. We'll give them that time. We have grace, right?
Mm-hmm.
But until they figure it out, it's just ignorant. And ignorance is not a bad word.
No,
right?
No,
so
sir.
We say that all the time, right? Well, you're ignorant. Well, I'm ignorant. There's a lot of things I'm ignorant about.
Of course.
But once I'm not ignorant about it, oh my God, it might change my life. And so they'll figure that out. We're here. And we'll be patient with them. But
brother Bradley. Yes, I think that's something I was just bringing up at the top of the stream when. A couple explorers set a real weird tone for a new experiment, asking, "Hey, can I tell people that I'm a fan of you and just start doing hate crimes on Instagram?"
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but again, to return to that, ignorance is not a 4-letter word here. It's first of all, it's a 9-letter word.
Well,
is the pussy fat? Says Fran.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I wasn't going to go there, but because you did, and let's put it to bed. The N word is a 7-letter word, and the fact that you want to say it just proves how shallow you are as a human being. So if you want to argue about that dumb crap, then go ahead.
We should
joke about it. We can joke about it. I mean, it's still funny.
Man, as soon as Kick releases their API, to the public, that's the only reason we don't multi-stream over there. We'll take on some of the more really tumultuous themes. I've got a library of themes. This is relatively superficial. This talk of slurs. It's a fun avenue to explore other parts of the human spirit and mind. However, there is a whole library of themes that I cannot get to on Twitch.tv because of the terms of service. On a place like Kick, where you can do any manner of things, I'm just waiting for them to release their API because I can't do any of this interactive stuff over there.
Yeah, well, that's kind of, yeah. I mean, I get the business stuff, but, people listening, a lot of people don't get that. I mean, I'm kind of studied on all this stuff, so I get it. So I would say the N word and the C word. So the C word, right? Cracker. The racist bullshit.
Right. No, that got Hassan banned famously.
Really?
Yeah, a couple years ago he got a little slap on the wrist for saying the word cracker, I think.
Jeez. Well, that just shows you how fucking ignorant that is. The N word and the C word are the same number of letters. And so you're not...
that's not true, right? Well,
what do you mean?
The N word is 6 letters. Cracker is 7.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, my math's fucked up because I drank too much tequila. So,
nice.
Okay. Come on, man. Give me a break. Okay. So the N word and the C word are not the same number, but it's the same concept. I mean, if you're saying one of those words, then you're just limiting your intelligence, and you're not using the program. You've missed the whole fucking point. Why do we want to talk to each other like that? Why do we want to be so shallow?
I'll send you my pamphlet on this topic. I'll send you I'm working on a pamphlet on this topic. I'll send it to you sometime. But also, but in the immediate, we play the game, we dance a little bit, because I am here to confront all of being and to derive my true power through explorations in the exercise of confronting all of being. Now, when you hear the mouth of God open, does not the choir of his voice include slurs?
Seriously?
Does it not? If we are all,
No.
if God truly is the creator, Are we
No.
not?
No.
The most vile things can be found in the timbres, the overtones of God's voice.
No, that's found in the human voice, something below God. So no, God does not speak that way. He doesn't even think that way. That's what I'm saying. It's a concept in something we shouldn't even be talking about. It's irrelevant.
Brother Bradley,
Because
we
there's
have to
so
talk
much-
about it. It is reality. We must talk about it.
Okay, so we talk about it, and then what is your position? I mean, how does it help things? You want to talk about the program. You want to talk about higher enlightenment, and then other people come along out of ignorance and say, well, I want to talk about the N word or the C word. And you're like, well, okay, you and I can get through that personally, but as a society, why are we still talking about this? I mean, really? If you want to say that, then say it. But what the hell do you even mean?
Here
And
comes.
do you have any black friends? Do you have any white friends?
Of course.
It's insanity.
Now,
It's real insanity. And we can move forward.
quick communal vision from OM Godspeed. Caller, if God is abstaining from slurs, what would you think is the worst thing he does say?
What's the worst thing that God would say? Wow, from a God point of view or a human point of view? Like, because he was human at one time. So, what would Jesus say is the worst slur? Is that what you're asking?
Would Jesus say retard?
Well, no, they didn't even have that in their language. So that's
They didn't
Aramaic,
have
so
the
no.
mentally retarded back then?
They did, but they didn't say that word, and that's what I'm saying. This is all about word and
Hebrew.
context. No, it wasn't Hebrew. Jesus spoke Aramaic.
Aramaic.
Yeah, and it was eventually translated into Hebrew because whatever.
Well, listen.
Geo stuff.
Listen,
But
Bradley. Listen. Right now, well, this is the value. This is why I love that you started hanging out here, Bradley, because you bring the heat. You know, you're not here to pull punches. You're here to dig your heels in. You're here to bring that heat, turn up the burner on us. Duncan did it. My Bible belt clashes with my Doc Martens, says Duncan did it.
Well, it does mine too, man. I'm from the West Coast and I live in Nashville, Tennessee. So,
Oh well,
We're not-
Bradley.
you're not the only ones
Bradley,
struggling.
we have initiated a Jazz Express. You've gotten
All right.
you really pulled us. All this God talk is ready to hear some jazz as gifted to us by Joseph
Good.
Smith himself. Namaste to you, Bradley. I appreciate your call tonight.
all right. See you, man.
Namaste.
Bye. Namaste.
Namaste. Wow. What a weird night. Toot toot, everybody. All aboard the Jazz Express. Here we go. Ooh, girl, yes. Guys, this is what a perfect little way to just, you know, what tonight's been such a journey. Such a journey. Some people have liked it. Some people have not liked it. Let's be honest with ourselves. Caller, 1 second. I'm in the middle of playing jazz. I'll be right with you.
Certainly.
And to be honest, you know, a lot of people they'll message me after nights like this, and they'll say, "Leslie, I hated that shit you did. Why did you do it? Why did you do it? I hated that." With the implication that the program should be something that you like. The program should be something that flatters your sensibilities, that brings you pleasure, that makes you feel community, that lets you run from the truth that the program is trying to show you. Now I'm going to say, not everyone's going to like everything that I have to say. Not everyone's going to like every little facet of our adventure, but God damn it if I'm not doing it, because I see beyond what you see, that I've experienced outside of this reality, and I am bringing you the tools that you need truly. Blessings. Namaste. Namaste. I love that. I'm so glad that is the Jazz Express still happening? Yeah, it's still going on. Back to jazz. Acacia, namaste. Also, our newest member of the community of devoted light. Acacia, namaste to you. Blessings to you. This next little chunk's for you, Acacia, and throw in that prime. So generous of you. And welcome, everybody welcome Acacia to the community of devoted light. Bless you. Wow, I love that. I'm looking at Peppercorn Patty saying, I say go on Instagram Live and just do jazz. I wish I could just do it right now and piss off all those assholes who are staring at the face with the fundamental tools that will transform their life. They couldn't tell their ass from a hole in the ground. They just see something unfamiliar, something that is resonating, and they're allergic to. They know that it's waking them up. The alarm's going on. Who isn't upset at the alarm as it wakes them in the morning? Wakes them from their slumber. Ladies and gentlemen, the program isn't here to lull you to sleep. It is here to wake you up, as you all have felt. Namaste, everyone. Blessings to you. I'm looking at what am I missing, says Combo Meal. What am I missing? Nothing. It's all right in front of you. It's all right here. The rest of your life is right here. The first day of the rest of your life is right here. Namaste to you, brother. What are you? First question, Combo Meal. What the fuck are you? Namaste. Let's go ahead and get to this caller, though. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Howdy, Leslie. The name's Patrick.
Patrick, namaste. Welcome to the program. Is this your first time calling, Patrick?
Oh, this is my second time. It's been quite a minute, though.
Okay. Okay. Second time caller, Patrick, getting back in the mix. Well, it's wonderful to have you back on the program, Patrick. How you feeling tonight? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderfully. We've got a testimonial coming in from Cheen. Sorry for breaking. Jazz bits are pricey on phone. They are. Don't even worry about it. The bits are they're like several, like an order of magnitude more expensive on the phone. Blessings. Two Fresh Lemons coming in with a bunch of single bits. Thank you so much, Two Fresh Lemons. Very generous of you. Blessings to you. Namaste. Now, Patrick, you said you're doing good tonight. Talk to me. What's going on? What's going on inside of you right now? Your internal life, Patrick. How are you?
Yeah. So internally, things are going pretty good. The internals are working just fine. I'll tell you what. But I got a couple of quandaries in the love life. Leslie, how's your love life? Are things solid over there?
Oh, brother, it's a. I mean, it's good, but what's good for me might not be recognizable as good for others. Meaning that through my adult
I
life,
would be such a
Well, quote
strong
real
and
quick.
resilient handicapped person, but sadly, I may go my whole life without anyone ever knowing that about me.
Now, as I was saying just a moment ago, now, I've gone through ups and downs, backs and forths. I've done a lot of dimensional traveling with my love life through my adult life. And where I'm at right now is a season of, you might call it self-love. If I express myself romantically, sensually, sexually, or anything like that, it's all just me. Meaning that I masturbate quite a bit. So you may not see that as good, but it's very spiritually, trying and fulfilling for me. Talk to me about your situation, though.
No, certainly. So I'm a Southern man.
I can hear it in your voice, Southern.
Yes, sir. So I've been married to my wife. God bless her heart, of 8 years now.
8 years.
And,
Congrats on the
Amber?
8 years. Congrats.
Thank you.
Real quick communal
Thank you.
vision from Acacia. I've read the angle of the dangle is inversely proportionate to the heat of the meat. Thoughts? I'm going to throw that to you, Patrick. What do you think about that?
That's a great question. I would say, are we talking about vertical or horizontal angle with this? Because the vertical angle can be adjusted at whim, depending on the temperature of the woman that you're looking at, pardon my French. But the horizontal angle, the bend, if there's a bend in the midpoint of the shaft, pardon my French, I would say that is more effective of, your sexual prowess. If you have a bend.
Interesting. So hopefully that answered your question. Angle of the dangle inversely proportional to the heat of the meat. Now, I think, I'll add a little bit to that and say that angle of the dangle inversely proportional to the heat of the meat. Angle. So the angle is small if the heat is cold. If you got a cold penis. Now, I masturbate with a cold penis all the time. So, I mean, personally, I think that's probably maybe generally true, but I think once you get with somebody who's experienced and is trained their body in a certain way, that kind of conventional wisdom goes out the window. Now, let's go to you. Let's go back to, so married for 8 years. Congrats on the 8 years, and then continue. I want to keep hearing about this.
No, certainly. So for our 8-year anniversary, I wanted to make a special night, right? I'm a man of simple means. We don't have a big, plot of land or a lot of animals or nothing like that. But I'm a worksmith. I work with my hands, and I wanted to do something nice for my wife, relating to my handicraft. And so I created something at my place of business for my wife and I to enjoy on our night of copulating. And I got a very negative response. Let me tell you what. And I just wanted to get some opinions on that, given that I put all this hard work creating a substance for us to enjoy during our special evening, but I got nothing but lip from it.
Okay, so break down exactly. I'm trying to understand this clearly. So tell me about this. You got a bunch of pushback from. Tell me exactly what you did that the wife did not enjoy.
No, certainly. When a man and a woman are copulating,
sure,
making love, it is standard for there to be some kind of lubricant, applied
somewhere
to the vaginal area
right.
of the woman. And I decided, take it upon myself to create my own homemade lubricant. For our copulating session, and she had a big old problem. with the the gift that I had provided for our lovemaking session.
You're saying you spit on the dick and she hated it?
I wouldn't say so. There was no saliva on any penis in this scenario.
Oh, so we're not. So okay. So what was the lubricant? I'm trying to imagine. It's not saliva. It's not tears. Did you Are you kind of tantrically trained to emit very precise amounts of pre?
No. If by pre you mean premarital ejaculate, no, sir. I am a married man.
Oh, no, just mean that little bit that leaks out while you're doing it.
A little bit of what?
A little bit of cum.
Oh no. I'm cum, like semen.
Yeah, like a little bit of it's that pre-cum.
Oh, okay. No. We're not talking about pre-cum here. This is a homemade substance, for my place of work that we've created for the specific purpose of copulation. No pre-cum.
Okay. So where do you work? Where did you make this?
So I work at a pasting factory.
A tasting or pasting?
A pasting, sir.
Pasting, well, we got Cheen with a communal vision. Petroleum jelly is more effective than condoms.
That could be true, but
thanks so much, Cheen.
Say.
And we've got Fram says, mine bends back around like a big brass instrument in a Dr. Seuss book. Thanks so much, Fram. Appreciate the perspective. Okay, so homemade paste that you brought from work. And so
sure.
Take me into the moment, heat of the moment, you're connecting, you're making love. You trust each other. You've both, you've been around the block with each other many a time. You're familiar. And did you give her a heads up about the homemade paste?
I mean, she knows I leave home every day to work my hands raw at the pasting factory. I would assume that she would expect that, if I'm bringing anything to the table, it's going to be paste.
Real quick communal vision from Godspeed. During their barbaric human experimentation in World War II, the Imperial Japanese Kamo detachment, better known as Unit 731, determined that the average person can masturbate to climax in temperatures as low as negative 30 degrees Celsius, with only a 50% chance of death, research which later proved critical in supporting the U.S. in the space race. Fram Weird says, Tantric masters can load blanks at will and are capable of ejaculating pre up to 20 feet when threatened. Now, okay, so you tell her every morning, you say, listen, sweetheart, I'm going back to the factory to work hard for you. And then you bring home the fruits of your labor without no warning, but the trust should be there. And she's upset.
I agree. The trust should be there.
Yeah.
I think the issue seemed to have stemmed from the nature of the paste. I don't understand why she'd have any problem with it, given that my hands are working, providing for our mortgage with this paste, and she has a problem with me bringing it home. So I find that French ridiculous.
What's the basis of the paste then? You haven't said that.
So, I work at a pasting factory. We turn all sorts of things into paste, mainly beetles, bugs, rodents, scorpions, snakes, things like that. We've got German cockroaches, Australian cockroaches, Harlequin cockroaches. We got stag beetles, death watch beetles, Hercules beetles, which, by the way, are the strongest animal on Earth relative to its size. We got a whole load of insects in there that we turn into paste.
So, and then she was upset that you put dead bug paste in her pussy? not to be crass.
No, I'll pardon your French as well. No, I told her that this is not patented beetle butter, and she had a big problem with that. She didn't like that I was bringing home my work, despite the fact that my work is what paid for that goddamn bed and that goddamn mortgage in the first place. You know, she had no problem waking up every day and taking up my space despite that being paid for by beetle butter. But no, when it needs to go inside of her pussy, she's got a big old fucking problem with it.
Brother, listen, I'm not going to resolve this for you because you're right to be upset. This is a conflict that you guys really need to hash out. And, you know, if I can play any role in mediating that, if you want to give a call sometime with your wife, I'd be happy to kind of, you know, be a neutral third, you know, and just kind of sit between you and kind of help connect some dots. Because, you know, it's clear that you guys love each other. 8 years isn't an accident. And I'd hate to see, you know, something like that get spoiled because she's wrong. So if I can play any role in the mending of this, of kind of getting us past this conflict, I'd love to take a role in that. But listen, when you hang up, don't calm yourself down. Don't do any breathing. You stay that mad. Go find your wife and tell her. Have you expressed this amount of anger to her yet?
Not yet, but you know what? She's always told me that I'm you know, I've got problems not being, you know. She feels like I've got a problem and I'm not right, but I think I need to start giving her some less.
I don't know what that means. Are you saying you're going to hit your wife?
I certainly, sir, I would never hit my wife.
Okay.
But if I needed to, you know, these things can happen, as you know.
Well, you're in the South. I know you guys are like, you know, you're doing all manner of very, very antiquated, backwards things, having sex with animals and what have you.
Backwards, I take offense to that, you know.
Yeah, as soon as you get south of the Mason-Dixon line, you guys are fucking, you're sucking on cow udders like they're cocks and whatnot.
Well, there's 4 penises there. There's plenty for the homosexuals. We can have one of them. I don't think that's taking anything from them.
Well, listen, if you get a charge on you, I'm not going to mediate it. Listen, so and if you, you navigate your situation. Also, size up. How is your wife stronger than you?
I'm a man of shorter stature.
Okay, so that's a yes. That's a yes. She will beat your ass probably. So that's another thing to take into account.
That could be important. Yes.
Yeah, she's gonna beat the fuck out of you if you play this game. So I would say keep it psychological, keep it, get in there and express your anger. And again, I'd love to mediate between you two. Okay.
How would you recommend I go about this kind of psychological warfare with the old missus?
Kind of just walk around with a heart on and just be like, you're not getting any of this. And she tries to chase you because you're little, and you start hiding around the house. You make yourself little cubby holes to duck into at the last second, and you show your little pecker and you jack your little shit off, which you should be doing more of anyway, like we talked about. But you start jacking your little shit off in front of her, and she gets mad. She's like, give me that dick. And you're like, nuh-uh, not until you realize that my beetle butter was actually lovingly crafted for you, custom-wise. So, I'm throwing stuff out that at the wall. I think there's plenty to work with here if you go back and listen to this call. But for now, I do have to move on to our next caller. How does it feel right now? Does it feel like we got in a good spot?
I think we've made some progress. I'm going to talk to the missus. I appreciate your level-headed advice. I'll keep my hands to myself with this one, and I think we'll give y'all a call about the mediation here in the future.
Wonderful. Yeah, I'd love to speak to her too. She sounds like a beautiful, strong, loving woman.
Certainly. She's a wonderful lady.
Namaste. Well, namaste to you, Patrick. It was really fantastic to hear from you again. Don't be a stranger, all right?
Certainly. Take care.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Beautiful. Killbot 9K, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste. Blessings to you. Wow. What a night we're having. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey Leslie, it's DD.
DD, handsome, devilish DD. Namaste to you. DD, how you doing tonight?
Doing well, doing well. How are you, Leslie?
I'm doing wonderfully. I'm having a fantastic evening. It's a very varied evening. We're doing a lot of different kinds of stuff. We went to Instagram earlier.
I heard. I missed that. I was sleeping. I was taking a little nap.
Oh no, I'm glad you were resting. It was a rounding success though.
What did you just go live on Instagram?
Well, yeah, we did a little meetup here and discussed how we're going to do outreach when new people come into the chat over on Instagram. And then we took it over we closed down here for a little bit, went to Instagram, did an exploration, came back here, and now we're just kind of, doing our normal thing. But it was great. There's lots of uninitiated over there, and mostly they did not enjoy it. Mostly, I think, and which is good, which is positive. I think when people are, confronted with when the alarm is going off, they want to go back to sleep, right? They're angry at the alarm clock.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are
right.
at. Hypocryptomatic with a communal vision, real quick. Thanks so much, Hypocryptomatic. But I just cried for 45 minutes after.
Interesting.
Yeah, crying isn't bad, Hypocryptomatic. It's a third step of the program, Express. Now, Dee Dee, how are you tonight, though? What's going on in Dee Dee's world tonight?
I haven't been doing much. I've just been around playing some guitar, and but earlier today, I had to take friend who lives at my place to get an MRI scan. And while I was waiting, I beat my high score in Tetris like tenfold. It was amazing.
By tenfold.
Well, not by tenfold. That's exaggerating. More like by fourfold.
Wow. Namaste. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that massive milestone with us. Can we get some congrats in the chat? Very exciting stuff. Now, the MRI, what were they getting an MRI for? What's going on with your friend?
They fucked up their ACL dancing at a party.
Oh, that's a funny way to fuck that up.
Right? Well, a girl was over that he takes fancy to, and I told her that he actually got in a fight with two bull riders, and that's what happened.
Frem says,
been trying to gas
4
him up.
and 20,000 points ago sounding ass.
Well, it's the truth.
Interesting. Now, okay, tore the ACL in front of the girl. Was she there?
No, I wasn't in front of her. She just came by and asked what was wrong, and I quickly slipped in and gassed him up so that it looked like he was the hero of the story.
Oh, wow. Talk to us about that story. How'd you pull that off? And do you think it actually worked or no?
Probably not. I tell a lot of fibs, so
everyone knows you to be kind of a liar in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
So probably didn't track that well, but still,
Well,
I feel like
at that point, it's not about the literal truth of what you're saying. It's about the vibrational reality. You're bringing vibes. You're not bringing a thesis statement.
Exactly. People just don't understand that. They say, "Why are you lying right to my face?" And I say, "You're not listening to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just a vibrational pattern." And then they usually, fuck off. But maybe that's for the best.
So what do you think the odds are this guy's going to get with the girl?
Like 0.
0. Yeah, he fucked. That is a humiliating thing to do.
Well, it's she's like a crystal girly, and he's like a Muslim punk.
Who's a Muslim punk?
The torn ACL guy.
He's a Muslim punk, and what was the girl's situation?
She's like a crystal, like a spiritual mommy.
That could still work though, because I didn't know that was the dynamic, because already he's kind of like a dirty piece of shit, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Like, I'm as soon as you say, punk, I'm imagining this guy. This guy has a lot of probably like. I'm not saying that he's filthy, but I'm saying that his hygiene probably isn't as up to snuff as a Crystal Mommy, right?
Sure, yeah, sure.
So what I'm seeing
and-
is that you've been terminated. Namaste.
Namaste.
Guys, and that's going to do it. That's going to do it for a goddamn exploration, huh? Namaste, everybody. Blessings to you. What I see with that guy, though, it's not, the sun has not set on those chances yet. What I see is a yin and yang situation developing, where this guy is filthy and rough around the edges and maybe a little more carefree than a Crystal Mommy who, has some sort of maybe some sort of mental illness, some sort of attachment disorder, I'd imagine. A lot of empaths, a lot of Crystal people do. They kind of code their weird attachment stuff into intuition, and they act like they have superpowers when, no, they're just severely emotionally they're probably abused as children, and a lot of sexual abuse among that that is not processed, physical abuse, just emotional negligence among them, and so I think that could be a really perfect fit for 6 months to a year. It's going to go poorly. Dee, if you could let them know, I'm calling. It's going to go. You're going to hook up. It's going to be interesting. It'll be cool. You'll compliment each other. 6 months. The red flags start popping up. The kind of red flags that you say to yourself, that you're going to look back on and be like, man, that should have been it. I knew right then. But for some reason, you got to see it. You got to see it through. It doesn't make sense to break up someone because they don't they fold their towels weird or something. I don't know. It's 6 months to a year though. Congrats and namaste and condolences and all that. Namaste. Wow, guys, absolutely beautiful situation that we've worked ourselves into. Really, guys, I want to genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, Leslie Tanner, I want to thank you for coming along this journey with me tonight. Mother Nipplebottom selfishly said, this isn't meeting my needs, and I'm not certainly not going to give back. We know Mother Nipplebottom to be famously stingy, famously selfish. So Mother Nipplebottom sat out for a night and said, the light, you should stay at Twitch. But we said nay. And those of you that came with me to a new horizon, a new vanguard by which the explorations would meet new members. And they did. They met it and they saw it. They saw the truth of the program and they were disturbed, perturbed. Some people stayed. They said, I hate this. Why am I staying? I hate this. Why am I drawn to it? And yet that is their first introduction to the program that will come to transform their life from the ground up. Namaste is what I have to say. Namaste to ourselves for bravely doing it. Now again, I'll do it again, but I won't take one of our special nights together here on twitch.tv to do so. It'll be a night I'll let you all know on Discord. By the way, guys, join the Discord, join the Twitter, join the Instagram. If you want to write to me, P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. And also, we didn't have time to play the commercial, but namaste to Acacia, newest member to Explorations, to both Explorations, but also our community of Devoted Light, already getting into the materials over there, which are available to all of you. If you would like to enter my inner circle at the community of Devoted Light at patreon.com, type !Final Journey right now for a link of how you too can avail yourself to a library of exclusive materials available only through my community of Devoted Light. Well, guys, we did it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stream tonight. A lot of you may not feel that right now, but we set something in motion that will come to bring us a very dense and beautiful harvest in the coming months. Namaste to each of you. Namaste to you guys. Namaste also to my namaste to my moderation team, VJ Cat, JJ Plays, Ian, Liam, Not Mish, Doofus Dusseldorf, Jessica Risker, Orchestar. Namaste to you. I got your name finally on there, Orchestar. And also welcome and namaste to my community of devoted light. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to take this this energy of fantastic. And thank you to Hippocryptomatic for being the first one to pull the Band-Aid off over there at Instagram.com. Everybody we thank Sparkly and Sparkly close us out. Please go for 2 more hours so I'm not bored on plane. Sorry, brother. No. We are going to go raid Applebox, though. We're celebrating a 5th year anniversary of streaming. Applebox has been on this goddamn site for 5 years, celebrating with a 5th year anniversary stream. Let's take this energy over there, throw it behind friend of the stream, talented streamer, comedian, thinker, Abba Box, who will be actually on the program here in a couple weeks. Piss. Namaste, everybody. Well, guys, we'll be back. We'll be back on Tuesday night with a brand new exploration with Leslie Tanner. Thanks so much for being here with us, everybody. Thanks for being 7th Dragon Ball. Namaste to you. Thanks for being over at YouTube earlier. Blessings to you. Let's take this energy. Namaste to all of you. I'll see you all very soon on Tuesday evening. In the meantime, you know where to find me. Blessings to you guys. Namaste.